catch a papa poo.
But it's empty. It's me, I call my friend of my friend of but it's empty.
But that's it. Chama, let me catch Chairman YAWSON say. Battersea for so long, Lamason and Camba still, and I mean whom. Let me catch Chairman YAWSON say. Me share Battersea MP, apart from last week, I share no war, Brixton. Na Battersea MP, Sana, or me ankasa me wafa pa, me direct wafa.
Oh, you see?
Sanity. Anyway, Battersea, good morning. Say Bibi Abokode. Hello, Battersea MP. Yo, let me say, last week, after so long, last week, me share the who Battersea MP, but me who neda. Na me share mo so sana Battersea MP or me of papa. Chairman wa Ozzy opedi oni udi nkomo kakra. Chairman Battersea MP.
Oh, good morning, sir. Battersea MP. Inform to say. Yeah, there, it's nice to hear from you.
Oh, Amen. Right. Amen. So we're live, and Anope is what do I feed to her? You're live on GN Radio, and it is my pleasure to host you as usual, just like we do it. Now, Chairman, UK, they've got a new designed a new treatment for the. You must have heard it. The UK about coronavirus.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You see, we had varieties in a lot of countries who were, producing all these drugs. Yeah. But as to how authentic they were, you think that, I mean, already we have a problem with the existing proximity of time now, where they manufacture all these things. Yeah. This is a result of why people don't want to even take it. They thought it was just too early to assume that, within a year you've got the virus. I mean, some of the reason why people, why do you say they're not even going to, vaccinate, we'll take the vaccine. Let alone UK just had it. It's as well.
Yeah, because mind you, what they do so well. I mean, they do so well. They try, they work hard to find solutions to problems. In Africa, in Ghana, we don't think about solving problems at all. Things that are not necessary is what we focus on in Ghana. And that's the best part of this, these whites, if you like. They work hard until they have a solution to a problem. And so I thank God for that. I was so glad to hear that. And it's not going to stop there. They will go and go and Continue. Go until they reach a perfection at that level. That's what we must learn.
Yeah, even when it comes to crime, you're suspected of anything, whether or not there's an expert to prove that this is what you're noted for.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes, Chama.
Oh, hello. Yeah. So what I was trying to say is that, I mean, it's very good. The news is good news for us. It's a very good news for us that when you vaccine, another form of treatment for against the pandemic, it's a good news, and it's not going to stop there. Other European countries are going to also, capitalize on it and make it better and better and better until they achieve best solution to the problem, because it's a problem for the whole world, not just for Britain or Europe. It's a problem. See, Africa, you know that we are always behind anyway. So I hope to God they can go to the highest level so that it will be easier for us also to copy.
Now, still the vaccination, there's a lot of people who haven't vaccinated yet.
Yeah. In every society, we've got problems there. Even in Ghana, I know somebody in our own country, Ghana, most people are skeptic and they don't want to take it. They think it's not good and all that. God knows where they get these ideas from. And we have nothing in Ghana. We have nothing. We haven't got anything. Look at even roads in Ghana. We can't build our own roads. So for in Ghana, we got it so bad. Our own roads, you're doing your roads, And for us to stand against vaccines and all that, it's just a joke. Unless it happens in a village, and sana wako busum biho, they're on teach one. You're on your busum no problem. It's not a prophet's problem, on your busum no problem. It's scientists no problem. That's why they are working hard to find solutions. So I believe firmly in that. Let us pray to God to bless these scientists to come better and better. Because you go anywhere. Just as I said to you, even roads, common roads going into me here. Roads from Accra to Kumasi going into me here. For years and years, we don't. Single lane all throughout Ghana. And we want Ghana to be a better place. So we have to widen our routes and all that. That's an example. We are not getting anywhere.
Okay. Today, what seems to be something that I'd like to talk about, a dam padre. Well, is sort of commended for his duties there as an IGP who seems to be very tough. But, SAMMY GYAMFI of the NDC still I think that there's more important crimes to deal with than just picking up all these prophets and pastors and celebrities who seems to be messing about. Is it not the same crime? Because Owusu Bempa, for example, what he did, with a group of gun going to attack somebody, is also the same.
That's very criminal action, SAMMY GYAMFI, what he's saying, we got to think about it seriously, because me chairman, I know for you, national chairman of my party, Progressive People's Party, has said it 48 hours ago, that the amount of praises being heaped on the IGP is too much. Uncle believes that no, they are setting him up to fail, because one, the guy is doing his job. And he's got to be paid for it. Like you and me, anybody who works must be paid. IGP, we have employed him, appointed him, we will pay him. So when he's doing his job now, it's not a big deal. So I don't want people to heap praises on him, or it's not necessary.
Okay.
What about the bus driver? The bus driver or the tube driver or a driver, a train driver, another pilot to go fly a plane to Accra to London. If you want to praise the pilot, you must praise everybody in the world. Okay. When John, he will be big-headed and fall into traps and all that. We don't want that.
Okay.
Now, Mr. SAMMY GYAMFI, the things he's saying, I like to disagree with him. Dampare or the IGP is not setting up on the prophets alone or other celebrities alone, instead of tackling crime. Crime, who brought the crime? The government, the crime now, Ghana.
Okay, Chairman, hold on 1 minute. I think we're going to do some few technical issues sorted. I'll come back to it. Let's just listen to some music. We'll come back to that and then we'll continue, please.
What else? I be the one that the figure say we no go do. If you not be do one with the skin pain. What's the work of them? I say now who be you? Nakopana don't with them maintain. Stand up if you say woman be pressure. Just a kind of one I come and I'm from. Now so Jehovah name me protector. Yeah me baba yeah no so shen come now she run a young tongue. Oh windy. Yeah we best go women on me to spin test. Charlie with the critical thinkers. Yeah what you like come go to Canada come singlet. But I'm for no one woman to one last year. the one who have me a queen law. The thing I mean, if I saw my book club yet, then I said, who came when I who me a challenge game cause they be Victor. Oh, them say you know what you do, where you do, them you struggle. Feel a fair, I'm a gone your vein, I'm gonna over a job. I'm facing bing, oh, feature, I'm gonna over cafe seeking bing, oh, feature, I'm gonna over them say you know what you do, where you do, them you struggle. I'm a gone your vein, I'm gonna over a job. Cafe seeking bing, oh, feature, I'm gonna over cafe seeking bing. What else? Yeah, I'm gonna over one time for your skin pain. The devil always want to see me in pain, but the blessing will drive you insane. Oh, cause you're a proud, as I do late. Or sorry, I don't have what you show the team. My brother, the name was a laptop. Yeah, they make a home, so you me film. I feel with them, yeah, I last stop. Fire, we go past stop. Rolls Royce, Phantom, fresh boy, handsome, money bag, Hamburg, Trinidad, all the way to Frankfurt. Who the man? Come talk. Come and see the girls with the catwalk. Charlie me she run no be small. More than mountain and for that so nobody go to stand top. Shady. Them say you know what you do, where you do, them you struggle. I'm a gone your vein, I'm gonna over a job. I'm facing bing, oh feature. I'm gonna over I'm facing bing, oh feature. I'm gonna over them say you know what you do, where you do, them you struggle. I'm a gone your vein, I'm gonna over a job. I'm facing bing, my niggas on the track, yeah. I'm gonna over them say you know what you do, where you do, them you trouble. I'm a gone your vein, I'm gonna over a job. I'm facing bing, oh feature. I'm gonna over I'm facing bing, oh feature. I'm gonna over them say you know what you do, where you do, them you trouble. I'm a gone your vein, I'm gonna over a job. I'm facing bing, oh feature. I'm gonna over I'm facing bing, oh feature. What else? I'm gonna over I be there one of the figures say we no go do. If you not we do one with the skin pain. What's the work of them? I say now who be you? Nako pana dumti with them maintain. Stand up with yourself on me pressure. Just a kind of corner come and I'm from. Now so Jehovah name me protector. Yeah me ba. But you know so for shen come and she run a young tongue. Oh. Nice. Them say you know what you do, where you do, them you trouble. I'm a gone your vein, I'm gonna over a job. I'm facing bing, oh feature. I'm gonna over I'm facing bing, oh feature. I'm gonna over them say you know what you do, where you do, them you trouble. I'm a gone your vein, I'm gonna over a job. I'm facing bing, oh feature. I'm gonna over I'm facing bing, oh feature. What else? I'm gonna over I be there one of the figures say we no go do. If you not we do one with the skin pain. What's the work of them? I say now who be you? Nako pana dumti with them maintain. Stand up with yourself on me pressure. Just a kind of corner come and I'm from. Now so Jehovah name me protector. Yeah me baba you know so for shen come now she run a young tongue. Oh windy. Yeah we person go with the spin test. Tell it with the critical thinkers. Yeah what you like have a coat to corner come a singlet. Follow up what me to one last year. But I feel the one who have me a bill up. The thing I mean if I saw me book like that. Then I say who came when I who me a challenge game cause they be Victor. Oh them say you know what you do, where you do, them you struggle. I'm a gone your vein, I'm gonna over a job. I'm facing bing, oh feature. I'm gonna over
Okay, for those of you who seems to have been with the radio right from when we started till now, we're only having a bit of technical issues, but hopefully all is sorted now.
One time for your skin pain. The devil always want to see me in pain.
You are listening to GN Radio UK.
Laptop. Yeah, they make a home, so you film. I feel with them, I last stop. Fire, go past up. Rolls Royce, Phantom, Fresh Boy, Handsome, Money Bag, Hamburg, Trinidad, all the way to Frankfurt. Who the man? Come talk. Come and see the girls with the catwalk. Charlie, me shiva no be small. More than matter na faja to so nobody go fi stand top. Shady. Them say you no go fi do where you do. Them you struggle. I make on your feet. I'm gonna over that trouble.
So as just 26 past 8 o'clock, you on GN Radio.
I'm gonna over jump. Them say you no go fi do where you do. Them you struggle. I'm a gun your feet, I'm gonna over that trouble. I'm facing me. You know my niggas on the track, yeah. I'm gonna over jump.
Okay, so you must have read about the, last night, the topics that I brought to you. This morning, we're going to talk about it. What seems to interest me most is a new vaccine that Britain has actually created. We're going to look at all that. But come to think of it, even the coronavirus itself, the reason why people were very skeptic about taking it was simply because they thought, the proximity of which this medicine was manufactured was not good enough. I mean, it has to be really entailed quite a number of, if not the number of years they did it. There has to be enough, time to be able to manufacture this. I'm sure this would have then, make people accept. So this is what. Anyway, I'm going to start up with Batsy MP, especially with what is happening in Ghana. Good morning, Batsy. Good morning, Batsy.
Good morning.
Yeah, who we are Anope and some echoes Ghana, no, here you teach you a echoes Ghana. You won't send some echoes we are saying Britain wants one manufacture one rooney a day. But let me start up with you with SAMMY GYAMFI Ghana, or I can say IGP no banner, what number so and all that. I mean, are good to have noted the IGP as a no-nonsense area? I mean, whoever you are, whatever you do, the IGP would be very strict and tough to download all these measures on you if you want. But to see, me person me bisa uzi dampari bawa ban. SAMMY GYAMFI say a nearma or so any crimes are but at least I wish you more or be at least that means also ben panka or ben will be to say president nominee watch at while you know more chichoman though a year 1 year celebrities and share your crime papa be as in a SAMMY GYAMFI kana but so at least what's that if you baby and then so
yo opinion the dawas I can't hear what you and then no pay the nifiada I'm saying the dawas so ba mama kunya kete say me batasi and me na me match me margin opinion me person me Ghana for mo kuma chika krebi but be na youngsters no be na wo me in 1982 after na 82 ayeye PNDC buy no na Ashanti region no na Captain Hopimba na regional chairman it's me third in command.
Wow.
But troops now unity security apparatus I'm the deputy in command. Now a juma me bow a sentimental time no and no from Sajin Major Jimana Otum Fokura or Pukuare the second Eboma Basso, that's a king of SYMPTOMATIC. Bibia wo be biara e wo wiase mu na me pese me ma SAMMY GYAMFI at the side on the history about NDC I'm going to him because new IGP now what bet is here no opinion he started his job from a constable. One must start in a man from maybe DSC, ASP or social so down. Into only measurement from constable, last couple, sergeant, inspector, and what commission into police cadet. And so about ASP, DSP, superintendent, chief superintendent, AC, deputy commissioner, commissioner. We say the payer about the argument only straight. Official fee universities about here. Or best straight no started from ASP. Only comfortable agreement. No name last corporate man, no sergeant agreement. And that's what Bano Baba had our medal. It's IGP no say what first say only as because say Obeka asem Abema Obibe Parotu only power Baba I get back when Ghanaians. Opia pese oko heaven. And so big so bad the whoop na the yamushishino. Now one we are better than Boko heaven. And so what the panic kind of win with the bar, I had be here, a timid yamushishin name and name of the bar, causes so many problems. It is a fat if you honor. Mr. Who the catcher and say, I crawl for no. Not from a year in the tune to be count from from PNDC. PNDC. And the way NDC, when I met a two, a big goo, or many more individuals, and yet here, what a book on as a lawyer, no, or book on, that's a dear of us, or a cromfoa. On the lawyer, no, Bako defendant will court. And the person again, and the Bians, as I say, for letting me be a newer, or betting me at I'm robber. Of I'm robber, you could you. And the I'm Roman. And the baby, where took you now because of training, service personnel, and one coin, which now conquer arm Robert, we play in worship. And this idea, and here is it, I'm not coming. It's a that no dream because a Sophia, I call it fake. Or because again, this could wait me and passing A level and O level, not on the Kafaka Trebia. Our quack of a Bible saying, I'm your friend. Now, or the trunk of a year, never be breed. And the Adipina Banadia, of another corner to cry. Now, a year, TNDC, when I mark a Q and a coroner at their back. If you say, oh, Adipino, oh, you're so for no decent, who, about the child, about the choose a barbecue, may be a check. And more example, is it first said, oh, you're suffering. It's so kind of some. And it's really bad. Many times, Sakra. That's about to be turned as a say, we are Bema, Bremifie, then the two of the country. Now, also, we are being very full. A sovereign, we are very full. That's a soulful, now, go Afro say, there could be no action. One may took you at their boot, but before the country, one may took you at their body pan. But to Adabonipan, or our country will be correct, must register. And to what register with you? I will go to the Kumunipan, I will suffer Nakupo year that around. I went to me a report of my police, no back our air. It's a watch show, because it's an offense.
Okay, Marty,
information.
All right, Marty, Mamenko Chairman YAWSON. Good morning, Chairman.
Good morning, Dr. Morton.
Right, so this is the problem we have in Ghana right now. The SAMMY GYAMFI, he seems to be very concerned about, if not the magnitude of the crime, or Kodona. I feel that it's so inferior to deal with these prophets and the celebrities and Shatawalia. There's a lot of crimes going on. What do you think, please?
Well, thank you very much. I would say good morning to all listeners. And the statement the gentleman has made, I think, is doing politics with the national security, internal security, that is the police services. What he must do is rather encourage the Inspector General of the police or the police service in Ghana to do more than that. Because when he talks about crime, He's forgotten one thing. A government of the day creates the platform for crimes to be committed in the country. The boys and girls in town have no jobs to do. The only way out for most of them is to do crime in order to have money to look after their wives and their children and stuff like that. It's common sense. Somebody who's 20, 30, 35 and all that, he is unemployed on the streets of Accra, man or woman, streets of Achimda, Kede, Kufudua, Boku, everywhere. We are all human beings. Crime may be the only option for them, but the police numbers in Ghana are few. The police that is employed by Ghana government, they are very few. Even international community tells us to have one policeman to 500 of population. But in Ghana, it's one policeman to about 15, more than 1,500 of population. How can one policeman look after 1,500 people?
That's right.
500 people will be easier. Do you understand? But 1,000, 3 times that is bad because we are operating below the level recommended by United Nations. That's the area we have to look. That is what I'm saying, is that we need to employ thousands and thousands of policemen all over the country, not just in Accra or Takoradi or Kumasi. The small villages, and even that is where crimes go on. People murder, they commit crimes before we get to know. And before we get to know, it's in the press. You killed people already. In Accra and Takoradi, maybe you can see crime being committed. Otherwise, before Ghana government gets to know there's a crime, that the person is dead or in the village.
So you're talking about the logistics and the logistical support. We don't have those things in place, apart from whether or not a crime seems to be very deadly and it needs an urgent attention to be. Like recently, the high speed of armed robbery in most part of the Kaswa and all that. Now they've established police barriers and all that. So we're not proactive with that. Is that the word?
Yeah, we are rather even reactive. We wait till a crime takes place before we respond. And when it is too late, we are not proactive. We don't plan. That's why I keep saying careful planning prevents pathetic performance. If we plan, as I'm talking about, the crime rate will go totally down. As we are saying. If you drive from Accra to, let's say, Takoradi, what do you see on the roads? The only police presence you see is to checking drivers' documents and all that and taking a bit of a few cities here and there. Otherwise, the police don't go inside the towns and all that. They don't know what's going on there. It's not their fault because their numbers is the problem. When I go to Cape Coast, I look around. I don't see policemen and women in town, in Cape Coast, because that's my backyard. So when I go to Cape Coast, I take my time to look around. I never see police people inside Cape Coast. The only policeman you see when we get on the road to Takoradi, then we may see the police, traffic police on the road. Otherwise, you don't see them in Cape Coast town, as an example, or Achimda town or Koforidua town. They've got better things to do. Better things to do is to get on the road to be collecting bribes. I'm not saying the police is the job they do, but unfortunately, that's the choice open to them. As armed robbers. Armed robbers, they go and rob because there's nothing else to do apart from stealing and getting money. Otherwise, you will starve to death. So we've got a major problem in the country. Okay. So Mr. Sammy GYAMFI shouldn't...
I've got a caller. Let's see who's on the line. Good morning.
Morning, Dr. Morton.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chairman.
Good morning,
Segabo.
How are you, sir?
Chairman,
How are you, sir?
The last question, Chairman, asked last week was that unemployment. Unemployment issue, Ghana for
Okay.
So the MPP projects and programs from the other. I have one district, one factory.
Yes.
I name a cost of Kakaka and all the policies. And for 4 years, MPP for 5 more under the previous government, Ghana was under IMF. Nearly freeze on public employment. Nurses, teachers, police officers themselves. They fulfill a formal demand. I'm just wondering if it had not been NPP party, and if it had been any other party, I just want to know that any attractive alternative policies here, any government could have brought in. Maybe say in terms of unemployment, I'm not saying that it is the best. She heard the teeny Ghanaians line immigration. You could figure now you more show. It's like once it has a critical platform for unemployment. I bind it. And if we have the rule of the government is to create the enabling environment. If you create an environment, it is these days, the politics of global world, and yet the business of the government to provide employment via it provided the enabling environment. And yet the idea is that government is to practice and employ people. There are issues, and man can't make a strong. This is a banner bomb with the things in terms of unemployment. If you come at it, some people you know answer, Tesco, service, even companies, private companies, and everything. This is private security jobs, your private companies. And you know, you live living in a buying some, and I find me so. But it is about the India. How? Sometimes, the tired of employment in themselves, or who they buy a crowd. Anybody who is criticizing another government, that is seems to be a farmer about India. But other previous governments, the million things of crowd. This is a bounce way of
Okay. Now, Batasi MP Suchi, but said, why be now?
All mountain.
Okay.
Okay, just within Kansapa. What does empty?
Batasi, what is Segabunka?
What is it?
But
Segabu is so far near 2 countries.
No, I think, Batasi, yeah, correspondent from Ghana who's going to update us about the current issues from Ghana. And so what I'm going to do is online. No, I think I'm going to get you offline, actually, and then I'll update you about SAMMY or the Ghana. But what you must see. Hello, Batasi.
Yes,
Missy, I've gotten a man who's going to give us the updates about near Ghana. No line. Actually, I'm Afro, and then I'll get you the latest information.
Thank you.
Okay. Actually.
Okay.
Okay, let me see if I can get David, who is on the line.
I'm going to class.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope you pick and then. Oh yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you? Good morning, David. How are you? David, can
How are you, my brother?
Yeah, not too bad at all. Can you hear me?
Yes, we are fine.
Good. No, you're not late at all.
Great, my brother.
You're live in the middle of the program. As usual, what seems to be the most talk of Ghana newspapers, as far as we're concerned here, we might not be able to get to know exactly, all the information or what seems to have cropped up this morning. You want to give us a story or two, please?
Well, I'm sure. Good morning to your listeners and good morning.
I've got Chairman here, and I've got Chairman YAWSON.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, David.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
PPP is here.
Yeah. Chairman, good morning. Good
morning. Oh, good morning, sir. We are listening. Yeah.
To start with, I think the week started with the COP 22 That's a climate change conference that happened in Glasgow, where our president, Nana Akufo-Addo, featured very well. But somehow, for the wrong reason again, the highlight had been the means of transport he used to the venue. So that has been part of the discussion over the week. Also, a dominating discussion is a program held by the vice president. The vice president actually held a forum where he tried to highlight the achievement of the government through digitization, and he quite highlighted quite a few stuff, which has become a talk of town. Prominent among it.
Wow.
Was just using the digitization policy to shadow to cover up for the failure of the government. Questions were asked: what is more important to the country at this time? Questions were being asked that when the government was coming to power, when the NPP was in opposition, Dr. Bawumia was very loud on how Ghanaian, there was so much difficulty in Ghana, that people were suffering. He mentioned all the professions who were suffering. He mentioned every Ghanaian was suffering.
Yeah.
So at a very critical time in the country where food prices are up, fuel prices are up, people were hoping that he will come and give testimony to how the government has worked to reduce the sufferings of the people. And yet he was on about digitization and digitization and digitization. And so there are critics who are saying, look, the digitization, fine, let's even assume that the government was able to achieve well in digitizing the economy and all that. How does that reduce the suffering? How does that reduce the cost of living of the people? So those are the questions being asked. The issues were also being raised, of course, by the opposition NDC, that they have, if they are talking about digitization, then the MPP couldn't be taking the credit because they laid the foundation for the digitization the vice president has been touting. But much more maybe concerning to the public. Are you with me?
We're listening.
We're
Yeah,
listening
you're live
to
on
you.
air.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you live and clear.
Hello?
Yes, David, we can hear you live and clear. You're live on air.
It seems he cannot hear.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's gone
So
off.
I'll
It's
try to
gone
get him back again.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
it's just a
Yes,
reception.
he's saying something which is very interesting. So this digitization was actually started by the NDC.
So it's just like it's just like the roots. I remember the NDC. They started the roots before the NPP continued.
And they are capitalized as if the MPP or Dr. Bawumia created it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That is the problem in the country. That if a party A does a project and party B comes and doesn't want to continue, but this is the first time a political party, NPP, has completed or continued a program started by
So
NDC. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I am
for the first time. You're impressed by the NPP.
Yeah, for the first time. You know what I mean? And I'm impressed.
I'm sure Segabo will be happy that you.
Yeah, Segabo will be very happy. But he's doing their bidding. So for Segabo, I won't be surprised if he comes to alternative. He's always has something to say. Yeah. But I tell you seriously, if it is true, as this correspondent from Ghana is telling us, I'm happy. And then the spirit we want. But what is not being done in Ghana, I must go back to the old man and Nkrumah.
You reckon?
Yeah, yes. You see, you have to say thank you for doing this. You have to appreciate your opponent. But in Ghana, we don't, which is sad.
It is.
We are Christians or Juju men or whatever. You know, we are religious people. I will say thank you for doing this. I will praise you, and I'm coming to continue to improve what you've done. That's what the spirit we need in Ghana. We are all Ghanaians. Right now, if they
yes, thank God we've got David back. Your line was playing. Your line was playing up.
Yeah, welcome, David.
And you can hear us, can you?
Yes, I lost you briefly.
Yeah, it's the reception. I realized that. No problem. You can continue, sir.
Is it better now?
It is fair. It's fine.
Yes. So let me round it up quickly with the last topic.
Okay.
Over the week, you recall that there has been an issue of some coup plotters who have been arrested prior to the 2020 election.
Is it the people who had catapult and all that, like they're going to kill a bird?
No. Yes, exactly. I describe them as kitchen to coup plotters.
Yes. So what's happening to them? Yes, David, we are listening.
I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
yes,
the defense witnesses had the opportunity to cross-examine the star witness of the state.
Yeah.
And some very interesting revelations came up. And I was clear in my mind why I kept describing it as a kitchen knife coup plotters. Because what came up was that the star witness of the state, it was discovered that he was a murderer. He was involved in a murder in 2020, sometime in October. And that it appears that attempts were being made to sweep his issue under the cover to give him that confidence to testify against the accused persons.
I see.
Now, in the court, this gentleman was forced to admit. He admitted that he actually committed murder. But interestingly, he also said that he was acquitted and discharged, which was news to everybody. Now, we did a few investigations and realized that he was not only being told that he was acquitted and discharged, he was also promoted in the army from a lance corporal to staff sergeant. When in the midst of all these things hanging on his neck, and now being used as a star witness against the accused persons. We then looked further into it and we realized that all the other two witnesses, including the current chief of staff of the Ghana Armed Forces headquarters, Major General Ando, and also one gentleman called Amposa, who was in charge of ops, military defense intelligence, have all been promoted one way or the other as in the midst of all this, which raised some suspicion about their activities and their involvement in this whole kitchen coup plus saga. Of course, for us, that whatever it is, whoever is involved in all this are given justice, and justice, but nothing more than justice should be given to these accused persons. So we have been following it, and we will keep following it closely, and we'll keep you updated all the time about this development.
Okay, thank you very much, David. So let's go to the main issue that seems to have triggered the NDC. Now they claim that a lot of people are commending Dampari over tackling crime, but just celebrities and the prophets and that.
I didn't hear that.
All right, so we seem to have started, commending Dampari since he came into office, with the fact that it's become a no nonsense, regardless of who you are. The no one is above the law syndrome. But people still think that, if at least it's tackling celebrities and prophets, is at least a way forward, is a good start. According to SAMMY GYAMFI, there are more crime to deal with than just, attacking or arresting celebrities and prophets.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Right. What's your take on it?
Well, I think that we all have started applauding Dampari, not only because he started arresting what's her name, wayward celebrities, so-called celebrities, but also because of what we know of him as a very much of a disciplinarian and a professional. So it was based more on his past records within the police service than what he has actually started doing now. Because, crime doesn't have a small and a big crime. The police job is to prevent crime. And so every crime is crime, whether it's a celebrity or not.
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, Chairman.
Yeah, thank you.
Every crime is a crime.
Yes, no matter the size. No matter the size, the crime is a crime. Crime is a crime, and that it gets back to our internal security system and our legalities as well, the law of the land.
Can you hear me, Doc?
Yes, we can hear you.
We
now.
can hear
you.
Can
you hear me, Doc?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, so Doc, so I was saying that
yes,
the development over the week where people started questioning Dr. Dampari's readiness to work as a professional and as the IGP we all desire has to do with the arrest, or let me say attempted arrest of the Honorable MP of Medina, Honorable Sosu. The genesis of the issue had been that he requested to champion a demonstration in his constituency where they were alleging bad roads and lack of development of their roads. And so that I understand that he was granted the opportunity to do the demonstration, but in the course of the demonstration, there are some hooligans, if I may say, decided to burn tires on the roads. So along the line, the police then weigh in and were making an attempt to arrest the MP. And he was shielded by the crowd who were also part of the demonstration.
Okay.
And subsequently, it then appeared that the police wanted to arrest him for one reason or the other. And he subsequently lodged a complaint with the Speaker of Parliament, having in mind in relation with the privileges of parliamentarians from being arrested. So when the matter got to the Speaker, I think the Speaker also issued a statement to say that no, they have to follow the law. The law requires that you could not arrest a police officer, an MP, whether he is from or going to his on his duty to work. And on his duty to work, the legalists have said that it is not limited to going to Parliament, so that he may also suffice. It may also suffice that even though on the day he wasn't going to Parliament per se, he may be on his duty. He may have been on duty as an MP. So those are part of the discussion that the legal experts are grappling with. But the question has been asked how the police was carrying out this activity. And it looked to me quite mischievous the way it was being done. That a whole police institution, when they want to arrest a person like an MP, and which has some privileges, they would have followed the due process. And then without any such rumbling we are seeing in the media, I don't think that I needed this attention. Of course, I also said that the MP, I said at a point in time that MP should have just gone to meet the police. But
yeah, Chairman. Okay.
The police, at the point the police went to a church he was preaching at, went to a church that he was preaching at, surrounded the church with police officers in mufti and all that. It took the minority chief whip to come and whisk the MP out of the church. And when asked, the police issued a statement and said that they did not sanction that arrest. So it was all, in a convoluted situation. So you wanted to come in?
No, we're listening. This is very important. Please go on.
Okay, so the discussion has been to what extent the privilege not to arrest MPs at a certain point in time, to what extent does it is it provided? So and I have heard persons like Dr. Kofi Abuchi, the dean of need for clarity and I heard him at one point in time where he said that in Australia, for instance, they give days. They give the particular situation under which an MP could not be arrested. In the UK, it is same. It is the same. They give particular specifications so that it doesn't become too vague and give the opportunity to adventurous politicians and the Constitution.
Mm-hmm. Okay, David.
So regard to Dampari again.
Okay.
I think that as much as we are all desirous of seeing him work diligently and give him that protection, let me just conclude on this. Okay. And give him that protection. It is also important that it doesn't come across as a celebrity IGP. Because if the IGP, the highlight is all that, he's arrested this big man, he's arrested this thing, then it's now sounding more like he's also a celebrity IGP. I think that crime must be looked at all fronts, and I still believe that he's a very good professional and he will do the work if given the space.
Okay, thank you very much, David.
Thanks, David. This is very clear.
This is very, very incredible updates about things that is going on in Ghana. Thank you very much, David.
Yeah, Dr. Morton, I'm surprised that we have got so many lawyers.
You're very much welcome.
Yeah, thank you. We've got so many lawyers in Ghana. And most students who have been taught even principles of law, we also understand.
Okay.
It's not just lawyers. Most professionals, we also understand law.
Okay.
We have used it in our course of studies. Something we call privileged position, yes, for the member of parliament. He is in his constituency.
But to see, David, what updating and the ACCUSES Ghana, Nana me pese may bring you back on the way program also. I'm afraid the one account there. That's right. Ain't David to send a kind. According to the ACCUSES Ghana, like Chairman Melina discusses, so just said, there's no small crime and there's no big crime. Any Wibia is a crime. Good morning, Pacho. Who's this, please?
Good morning, Dr. Morton.
Oh, Krobia. Hold on, Krobia. Mene Batasi MP line or so until we are na Wabram Pacho. Okay, right. Batasi, Pacho, 18 say when you be a bonnet, say yes, celebrity you, say your software work you be sick. I don't be a while.
Mano Yagane.
18 Sammy and Fiasa more can say. And near me won here pa no de or nya won hwe no still no won na asem no can say at it then
what me the man or yadan
what you know saying some in fee all can say crime there's more important in some a crime because it is armed robbery near there I was said
that break at the moment.
Okay, what time can you pass is it what time can
I'm
or say the ACCUSES Ghana no and yeah no near the here the moment you want to pekum na armed robbery near the ACCUSES and yeah also also
and said before the armed robbers will be betty benya I said the armed robbers our hassin security no and information of police from benya And so bet me we say I'm robbers. Our has say because police yeah right. So my could be here when you information you say the baba said so. We hear all kind of searching from the above from the court to me, searching warrant to be here. And you know, I no kind of had here. Many yard. I do not mean any say. So what I said, yes, I'm a book on and did the Obaya or the Benyad and then say about Bokron, or Mobile. The Bayer the Pana, one more power, how Rabin, and when about making a few Ababa Poto, and then my policeman say, they can go for me like what the Bonnie say. As the same, won't keep me my identity secret. Senabaya, Mubachaya, Menkaho. And it's happened that without information, police in the BN bit market or Quacoche, I'm Robert. Until so be reported and crop will be a robu baby, not police for no echo. I know I'm Robert, I'm Robert, and what you mention. Now, movement, the moon be any because bullet or be an obetinachi bullet. Never could a bullet into a bullet or tomato. It is not me defending the uncle and many panel top for mono and make me a channel. And you know, with that information,
okay.
Police IGP Najumanoyan or you're 100% right. No, as a Sammy James or anything or Kasa on Kasa with a political way. On Kasa as a nation, as a Ghanaian. Never going to never talk to me. A year, I will Ghana. On the elephant.
Okay, that's it. Grabia.
Yeah, good morning, Dr. Morton. Uncle, remember our chance so it was studio.
Yeah,
oh, thank you very much. What I want to say.
YAWSON, me home
you are welcome.
Yeah. Doctor, me prefer me bisa asem bi say Medina MP no. Police service no omo granting no switch me a demonstration no ana. Ana nti omo granted omo man permission so onye demonstration no a na say ebia demonstrators ni be go beyond the board na so omo ye normal whose responsibility say overcome that normal down.
That's a good question.
Yeah, the organizers, yes.
Because the police, once a man permission, mono you are in charge. And I'm on security in case be a cost na ye bonia. So soon or committee and a police in anya ye. So what is the point say umkochi to su? So no na what committee say, meanwhile police in a mass to they go ahead for the demonstration. Does this make sense?
Yeah, your question makes good sense.
Wow, me who say Ghana we lack something.
Yeah,
I don't get it because Anka so soon Anka permission from the police service, and now no Anka sakoye demonstration there, and Anka so much say the road that they are complaining of, and so soon and I can be held responsible. But this is the case, they were police officers. I no more making sure say things will be in good order. It's a police link me and yes, why do we have to go and then tackle this man? Just because this man, this is not the first time. If you better, muka say maybe kura ninsin be mobile. So mo try some very book ne lunch money ade. So ono akasa no we victim. Emma sa a political party. This we a pure politics.
Sure. Yeah,
it's politics.
Yeah, politics. But these are the things we have to grow avoid. Avoid international community. No, Dr. Morton, they are watching us. Yeah. So right now we are talking. The European Union delegation is in Ghana to come and see our infrastructure and all that. Yeah. Precisely, they are in Ghana to help us because we are. You see, we are a developing country. We are underdeveloped country.
All right.
That's why.
My brother, you are about.
Okay. Right.
Good morning, Joe. Hello. Hello.
Maybe it's dropped. This line is dropped.
Hello.
The line will drop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So Krobia was making a point there.
Okay. He made a good point. You see, what I'm saying is that.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Dr. Morton.
Oh yeah, Krobia. What about?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Aha. Inti the you can say the echo no.
Sorry.
I think
interruption somewhere.
Sorry, but the person you've called isn't available at the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, Krobia.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Joe, but let me get Joe first. Hello, Joe.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Doc.
Otidan, how are you?
No,
Can you speak up a little bit? Yeah, you're live on there. Yes. It's a Kakra. Have you listened to what we've been talking about?
Yeah, in Chia consideration Mr. Kitty and
That's it. Joe, yeah,
Doctor, I think this platform,
say it loud.
in as much as Ghana and some a very educated platform as well. Into Obi Bekasa service said the never buy no other kind of or you there for the evidence about for educational purposes. You think the message that Bama said Gabo Nanka or one district, one fact, the Abana from the and the one employ Ghana to offer Ghana for me in bar. It is good or Ghana for
evidence. Yeah.
What other Banu Ababet saying? Company Abani buy or the I saw boom. What the blocks actually boom was we my wafa nimpa. I'm the only American wafa nimpa kumpa away. Number 2. Question I'm telling this time.
Say Gabo Utia. So Ebia Untia, Joe said, Opeso who said MPP buy no. May explain that say Gabo ye because what can say no form kakra. Say Gabo, Joe say Opeso who said NPP buy no. Say NY yet is any by earlier now will come about commending MPPs, they've done things and are they doing things and are they putting things in order. But so we say, and MPP. And then 2, Joe, 2, everybody be on where else do you want to see? Okay.
Over $130 billion or so now, they borrow. What is because also you want the one called IMF, one the other.
Okay, where they had that money from? Maybe I wouldn't fee. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I want to know the winner. The Busiana Wapa Ghana Busiana also sent from Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay, right.
You need to for Busiano. What is the kind of fee?
Okay, I'm sure Segabo is listening. Okay, that's fine.
And the member video, remember, I retain.
Now you're very fond of Oba. You're very fond of Oba girl. You want her to be a politician, Anna?
Yeah, and some Mebano because Mebano who bit my the property in court.
Let's not go there. Let's not go. Anyway,
because
Chairman.
Listen, I mean funding to me condom funding school.
Okay, Segabo say utia. I'm saying you Kasane from Kakrana or say Obeso who said say and I'm buying. But Chairman, you were saying something about continuity, which you're very impressed with the NPP right. There.
Yeah.
Most times, in a government start of a project, leave it in the middle of the way, and then another. It's been very. What's the word? It's been very. The continuity, they start with the How this time around you see a continuity there. The government does something and it's been continued by.
We have one example that digitization started by the NDC, continued by MPP. This is what we want to see.
Okay, Krobia Hostel.
Yeah, no,
okay, and Joe say, Opeso say a buying we a buy pa say, and I see in why. What Tom Cranoma say Gabu. Now, I'm sure say Gabu T or Fra. And then he will respond to Joe's question. But let's go, and then we land for somebody else.
Yeah, Dr. Morton.
Papa.
I'm saying I'm not mechano. So studio no. Me the basic help kakra, but me pese Ghana for nyina ebisa the police service no. Mame. Say answer no be betimi demonstration no. You say nipa na was okoji permission from the police. Into once permission no omobe grant no. BBC enye nipa no na wa commit any crime. Police service no and enye na adwuma yi. Into me no I'm still struggling to understand say ye chesi papa we na oman no ye nya obi amani ntimi nyina ho nka se bibi course na nkoyi a ye police service no na oman ne omadwuma yi. Ma me fe no fancy ho. Na memra Ghana yen sensem no employment ni ade. Doctor, government ankasa no ho a continuity. Said ye me ye ya anye yie no. Na wo nso wa ba betoto. Na wo so ba abamu a wa hwese. Hasi ne ye me problem. It means we be capitalize on hasi. But the big question I'm asking is say Yemisa said, "Ye na enkoye wa NDC mu a ye sister aban no. What has changed? Unemployment issue no, ye di ye campaign. Say Ghanaians enye adwuma anya den, enye. Inti youth no struggle so be nye adwuma ye. Ye bisa say any youth no ye nye adwuma ye ana. To extend say our finance minister
Chairman, I think you have to answer this.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's good for M say will be free from the back, and so let's see who is it. Say Gabo, and then we can take it. Hello.
Yeah, hello, doctor. Hey, people like here, sit here. Omo ye mfa na line is me nyina so. Yeah, it's doctor. The mechanic say. Yeah, the mechanic say. Aba we buy and say be na aba. Finance minister said the payroll is not true. Internet obi a polytechnic, obi university, obi training college. Our part is a sunny fan again fan a jumana because the payroll is true. I didn't actually the payroll. Payroll, yet can say there were some ghosts.
What's the most chairman so before you are?
Okay, probably when we say a question, Maria too much.
Yes,
me and me wo hey. Many impinfo bi yejuma.
Yeah.
Your friend group Indom.
Yeah.
Dr. Papa Kosindom.
Yeah.
Na yejuma che. Na mbribi ebuchum in do by 2 years or 3 almost 3 years no. Group Indom staffing na you meji. Why?
Yeah.
Because of government decision or involvement. So all right. They have changed the rules in the middle of the game. Say, Papa no World Bank, 300 branches with the whole Ghana.
Yeah.
Who Ghana Tokobiama group in the bank or the bank staff no, they are at home. So send them I go Ghana 1, 2, 3 times. I see my colleagues who have worked for group in them.
And this is about their 5,000 workers.
Yes. You see, they are all at home right now.
Yes.
Now, before the government is so obvious, at least things were going better. But a good answer to your question is that you United Kingdom had there. You will see the level of unemployment in United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Dear, we don't have such a thing.
No.
Statistics office for UK about the number unemployed. Therefore, before MPP came in or before NDC went out, we would have had details, information about number of unemployed and all that.
Hello?
Even from year to year,
hello.
Okay.
We are entitled to know this information. And the idea politics that I will hold Baba.
Okay. Krobia say the where we was some nana obi frɛ wo line so na so wagina to no wetin pacho so unless akaba ko person de kan wana
and into the American say your man panyin abedi akiri papa no oya da Ghana for do
okay
papa no yes be obi ayebu no and answer be o me respect our Muslim brothers and sisters and say no so no omo no kure no but it keeps on the politics until papa we gradually losing his credibility because the kind of lies that he's just throwing on Ghanaians is too much.
Okay.
Because he has become a big liar to Ghanaians. And I have a fact, I can make sure to the reason why I'm calling him a liar, because he is.
What do you let's hope say Okoba there will be more time here. I'll be
Marty,
yeah, sure, say Gabon friend. All right, thank you very much. Bye. Yeah, Chairman. Joe. Hello, Joe.
Oh, Joe, drop.
Okay.
But all we are saying is Ghana we come from one country. Whatever happens in our country, it's of interest to all of us, whether NDC, MPP, Progressive People's Party, or CPP, and FAHO. The truth is that when we go to Ghana today, most of so many people are not working.
Okay.
I know it's frightening.
Mensaka, Batisi back. Batsi MP.
Papa.
Where the okay. Obi by person who say union back Joe or one of our regular callers. No person who say MPP are buying by. I did say and I say in why at the event put in pan MPP are buying or buy a way.
But MPP, how can you know? But it's
a baby and you are about on your PP. Me abana makomo miensa. The first uncle and mutan na me castle. Busy at time na me castle. A temple time na me castle. Inji abe pie no oba on ye bibi. But now yes what is the abana ebisa oyem. Ye bisa who say akode no wo ana. Sika no so we. But me da baby about Adia ba ko ya mempe ewo aban mu nyina no say aban bi wo na mo kan sembia enye wo mo kan we the same people mo fisu so ya na mo so mo ye the same thing wo be fisu na wo ka bi so kire wo so ya now dey ya wo ya I na mempe me ka se tamo na ya wa be ma champion time problem
hello. Let me see who's on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. About Pacho, hold on. We'll be able to line. So, hello. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Dr. Morton? Is it?
Yes, sir.
Good. Dr. Morton. Thank you. I'm just ringing just to just make a quick comment about the IGP or the police. And
you didn't tell us your name, sir. May I know who's on the line, please?
Oh, sorry, it's Ezekiel.
Okay, Ezekiel.
Yeah.
You're live on air, please.
Thank you. One of your contributors mentioned the fact that the MP was given all clear to do the demonstration, to go ahead with the demonstration. He was given the permission, the necessary permission to carry out, which, as we all know now, is correct. Now, the second assumption is where I sort of differ. And also, that also gives us a bit as to why we cannot simply say that the police are pursuing him on political grounds. I believe we can agree that if the police wanted to, not or put an impediment in his way to conduct the demonstration, he would have had difficulty obtaining the permit in the first place. So if they went ahead and gave him the permission, not knowing what was going to happen on the demonstration grounds or during the demonstration, then of course you cannot just say that they are pursuing him on political grounds, because they wouldn't have known that there were going to be things happening on the grounds for which they could then arrest him or they could then try to arrest him. Now, so that clears that side. The other thing is that from what I know, the Public Order Act gives some form of responsibility to organizers of demonstrations. So the fact things go in terms of the police, and if the police couldn't maybe effect an arrest or whatever, that is besides the point. You bear responsibility. So if the police cannot get access to the person, or for whatever reason, you still bear that responsibility. So if the police is questioning you, on your responsibilities, I cannot see why that. Now, even in the people have been given funding to organize an event, and the event was organized with all that we could. However, there were factions of the society which in place, and we had to lose.
Yeah. Where he is, and the lion is.
That is making a great point. You know.
Yeah.
What some of us don't know, or what others don't know, is that
I think
when you are doing a demonstration, you take a permit,
right.
and the police tell you, the organizer, it is your responsibility for your followers to follow the law. You sign.
Right.
You sign as an organizer. Your name and address and your contact details is there. So if anything goes wrong, you are responsible. And the police will also guard you, because this is a national affair. If in a public place, as the gentleman Ezekiel referred to, Public Orders Act, it's inside. The Public Order Act in the UK is not different from what is happening in Accra. In fact, we copied it from Britain.
Right.
The Public Order Act, that's good. So if your members misbehave, there is a problem on the organizers. And for that, we understand.
Okay.
See? But to go to inside the church, to surrounding the church, because somebody is talking there and all that, it's well over the top. All you got to do, that if you want the leader to be arrested, you make it official and before you go.
Yeah.
You don't make it sound political. Okay. Otherwise, the police is being compromised. We don't want the police must be in the middle. They must not be for NDC, CPP, or NPP. That's the problem we have in Ghana.
All right, yo. Thank you very much. Back to Siniana. Yo, I can't. We only left with about 3 minutes to wrap up. What's some other kind of tour?
Yepe quality, yepe quantity. Se one ma be message e dey ma public na. Se bia one ma kanamba about 100. O yeba you o mo ma dey so we meet me true for the first 4 years no. That only 10 look at it. 4 years we tell when they bet me the business school time 5. They say 5 and will be better. Since I'm a can be brave, never do hormone, the moon to me. Ghanaians up at the end. Quality, no quantity.
No quantity.
I said, thank you. Come by. You were working brigade, you will stay farm.
Okay.
You want to be the kind of man back in the man. Tell the Kwame Kumai as you sorry that gets you now. Why you land and make a chair 2 there? And the people brave a dear move. And the Ghana clan, yes, for 2 a mo. It's your brochure in February. I mean, they say, well, and 1 year Ghana would see a solid night. 1 year Ghana want to talk out. No, never go on the SM for time.
All right, that's the MP. Yo, Yami Aduma next week Friday, so you better hopefully now online in that's it.
Dr. Morton, you know, I have a special announcement.
Okay.
If you permit me to make my announcement.
Okay.
My party, Progressive People's Party.
Mama Fanny Poabalino. Hello.
Yeah, doctor, with a quick one now, Mr. Program, will be. Yo, doctor, the American say to sue or fear and crime, to sue a now one thing. And now, sorry, them any to me because this is not the first time. If you can see him say Tata, it happened to him. A brand at 2 feet. Omunya Sanomano. Now, doctor, me bigger you say, your president, obey meeting via no order, and no so young can want and papa no no I am ra, on the winter, on to me ma, on no before from the Ebo say Ghana president, you obey meeting via can you try to picture, no other. I'm saying Gasama or mine. So, oh, Hena, now who are deemed to me, on to the winter, no more be obey me, a bit no man, now be piano, dear, move on so now, Baba, that would be a now. Ghana president, there be a man for you when you move to the common. Now, there be a picture, I come a better now. What that? It is the no. But I say,
But that's it.
I think that Nana Akufo-Addo be here Red Bull.
I saw him. I said, but I was
it's not disgracing. Very disgusting.
And you know, I've seen Joe Biden. So no, that there's what you say.
Compared to Obidia. Nana Akufo-Addo, how many times now happened to him? The BR meeting and order. Unya the oil.
All right.
Finally, I will say that my party, the Progressive People's Party, is going to be 10 years in January. A former party in 2012. So 2022, we shall be 10 years. So watch the space. We are going to start active campaigning, drawing the attention of Ghanaians. Say, we are there. We respect the government. And yes, okay, I start saying, yeah, yami adum the Christmas in the bar. You best start, yeah, say we are not dead. We are there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very, very much, everyone.
When I wake up, you be first thing.
Okay, so see you next week, Friday. Have a good weekend.